Okay, there we go. It didn't take. For some reason, it did not take. That is wild. What happens if it doesn't take? Yeah, it creates. Let me delete that other one. It'll create a new one. And I don't know why it did that. Weird. But we're here. Now it's working. All right, let's do that again. Good morning, Shadowverse. T. Smitty, first one in the building. Followed by Sam. What's up, man? We got Mike Holman. How you doing? Epignosis. Hello, hello. Andy Beckett. Hello. How you doing? The Jiggly. What's going on, man? Simon. How you doing? But I see all y'all. Yeah, this is so weird. That was so weird. From yesterday till now, I've got around 67 battle chips. Is that good? 67K battle chips. I'd say keep going. Bearded Avenger, what's up? Pixie Bell, what's up, girl? Siege, what's up? Yeah, I don't know what happened because when I set up the stream, I connected it properly and it did not take. And so it went and created a new stream. Shark the Goat, what's up, man? Sleeping Quiet, how you doing? Yeah, see, it was connected to something else. So I see you guys here in the chat, but it wasn't on this one, looks like. But yeah, Shark the Goat, I see you. Sleeping Quiet, you're struggling in 612. What you having problems with? If you're here. Okay. Hello from Twitchland. Hello, hello. Saw you live on Discord. There were about 5 to 6 of us waiting. Hey, yeah, it's weird. Join the revolution. You see, I have the thing up so you guys can see my response as well. So I don't have to keep repeating myself. Bearded Avenger, is this thing working? Is this thing on? Happy Taco Tuesday. I got a 7-star Awakening gem and used it on Dazzler. Was it a generic or a mutant? I use a generic on Dazzler. But that's because I like her. Sleeping Quiet, how you doing? The Sentinel mini boss. What are the nodes? And is that Sentinel upgraded? I know Corvus does a really good job against Sentinels in general. But I don't remember the mini nodes, and this Sentinel might be an upgraded Sentinel. Sentinel got reworked, so when I did it, it may not be the same Sentinel that you're fighting. I'll join from Twitch as well. Hey, T. Smitty. A mutant? Oh, Dazzler all the way, man. Hands down, Siege. Like I said, I used a generic. So if I had had a mutant, she would have got it for sure. My streak in Summoner Trials is right now is 65. And I'm at 2.4 mil. Let's take a look here. I haven't done any arena other than, just setting up, win streak 5 in the other ones. But that's where I left it yesterday. So 52 win streak, 2 mil. Yeah, Simon, I have the comment thing up because I wanted you guys to see. So I was asked, I was wondering, why are you not giving your take on the state of the game? You see a lot of YouTubers making videos on the state of the game, the boycott, all of that good stuff. Okay? And they want to know why I am not making a video on that. Okay? And you'll notice he says, while every responsible MCOC YouTuber are. So you understand, a responsible YouTuber, in his opinion or her opinion, is one that makes that video or a video on the state of the game. So if you're not doing that, you're irresponsible. That's what you can infer from what they are saying. Okay? Now, I've been playing this game almost 10 years now, and I don't make those kinds of videos. Anybody that's been following me for this long knows that I prefer more positivity. When the Merc issue was really, really big, and KT1 and I Lack Skills, all these guys were talking about it and everything, I still didn't make a video, but I supported them in what they were saying because it was an issue that needed to get out there and needed to be talked about. But for me, I like to avoid the stress and drama for my own personal, mental, and emotional health. I do not make those kinds of videos because it has an adverse effect on my health. Okay? I will stop playing this game if it starts to affect me that way. So when people come by who usually they do not know, so I want to make sure, and I pinned this comment on the video because I want people to see it and see my response to it so that I don't have to keep on going over it, you know, left and right. It's not the kind of content that I have ever created. There have been a few videos where I got really upset, and usually it was me being upset on behalf of someone else. You would say righteous anger, okay? I was upset when I saw Kabam sell for the first time an Awakening gem for a 4-star. That tells you how long ago it was, knowing that everybody was going to pick a mystic to awaken their Scarlet Witches. And then they nerfed her into the ground shortly after people paid for it. I made a video on that because that really pissed me off, and it affected, you know, a lot of folks that, you know, I played the game with and all of that, right? But I don't generally make those kinds of videos. We can count on one hand how many times I make those kind of videos. So, yeah. So I just wanted you guys to see that and see my response to it. You guys can put your response, but yeah, I do not make that kind of content, but I do support the YouTubers that are making that kind of content. It's not like I'm, you know, telling them they shouldn't be making that kind of content. It's just not content I personally am going to make, but I support them in making it. I have no problem with them making it. Okay? I choose to focus more on the positive, not ignoring the negative. I know what the state of the game is right now. Anybody playing it knows the state of the game. So I don't feel like I should have to rehash it. What am I doing? Bringing awareness to the state of the game people don't know? If you're playing the game, you already know. You already know the AI issues. You already know the dropped input issues that we're having and have had for years now. Okay, you already know those things, and every once in a while, you'll see me, complain about it when I hit it, and things like that. If I'm sitting there and I want to enjoy, a boss, and you remember when I was doing Bahamut, and my parries kept failing, but yet there was a phase where I had to parry the special back and forth, remember? And I got the timing right, and so I hit it, and it failed. That really was ticking me off, and that was a while ago. Okay, so yeah, I don't personally feel the need to make those kinds of videos, but I don't say anything about those who do. Make the videos, form boycotts, do whatever you feel like you need to do. Okay, but anyway, let's continue on with the no stress, no drama. Let's see. Let me catch up before I go into the arena here. Mutant, okay. I didn't get yelled at by Pixie for spamming taco emotes. This be my lucky day. Sentinel had his signature ability reworked, so yeah, he is more difficult. Yeah, see, they don't always upgrade the story content. Like Realm of Legends, that Juggernaut in Realm of Legends is still the old Juggernaut. It's not the new Juggernaut. You were nicer to the guy than I would have possibly been. I honestly, I try to, it's me. This is me. I'm not, this is my honest response. I look at it and I'm like, okay, he's asking this question. I'm sure other people may ask that same question. Okay. So let me give him an answer to the question, other than, the little dig about responsible YouTubers, little passive aggressive thing. Other than that, he was being respectable, so I gave him a respectable answer. There's like a comment thing. Oh, yeah. Does her awakened ability reflect thorn damage? It reflects the physical, not anything that is. So if it's physical damage, then yes, it will. I believe it will. Vitalik, what's up, man? Whew. On average, for those of us who play with the ouchie, some of the trials takes roughly 103, 107. Okay, good. Thanks, T. Smitty, because I don't remember. Yeah, same. It would take me that long. But when I get to 2.4, it's so long. Yeah, the Some of the Trials is the one that's the longest, the one that I hate the most, which is why I do it on stream. The other two, I'll get these things done in like 2 hours, two to 3 hours, and I'll be done with those other two, However, all rounds in there cost you nothing, so it's 100% profit. Yeah. Anytime someone asks me which one should I do if I can only do one, I tell them Summon the Trials. Bet I make less of those videos than you do. Haha, T. Smitty. Messiah, Desire. Oh, Lord. What's up, man? Aho. Got stuff to do? God mode in and out. All right. Thanks for stopping by, though. Adding to them 66K battle chips. I have 373. Went from complete zero. And you just keep going. All right. Sentinel, global node. He's got more attack. Okay. He can fire a special 3. Combo party. Ooh, special delivery. Yuck. I hate special delivery. There's not much to do about that one except to play around it. And adding to that 16. Okay, I got you now. Idiots in comments be like this. Like, come on, the guy's just chilling and making his content. And that's pretty much it. I like to just relax. When people come to hang out we're just relaxing, chatting, talking about this and that. We might talk about the state of the game. You know, I'm not adverse to discussing it, but making a specific video for it, I just don't do that. You know? But, you know, I don't say, oh no, we can't talk about it because it's negative, and I don't want to talk about negative things. I don't ever say that. I do want to stay positive and avoid negativity, but I will talk about negative things, as we always do. This, that, and the other, you know? So, in fact, you know, anyone that's been watching knows that we've talked about that. I don't need to make a video on it. We've talked about it all the time, you know? But, you know, it's kind of like, you know, you can come here for a relaxing time, an oasis. If you want that kind of content, there's plenty. You know, in fact, if I had ever wanted to be popular and have a lot more followers, a lot more people feed on the negativity. They really do. Can't say that they don't. You start complaining all the time and calling things out and all that, people will flock. They flock to you and they join in. Okay? That's just a fact. But I've never been about that. So even though that probably would grow my channel, it would also make me quit the game. Because I don't like that. It would not be a good time. And I didn't last playing this game for almost 10 years. Do y'all realize that when I started playing this game, some folks weren't even born that are now in school, done learned how to read and write? That is wild to think about. You know, been playing this game long enough for folks to be born and now be school age and learn to read and write. That's wild. But I didn't last that long by not making sure I take care of my own mental health. Otherwise, because I've already said it, as soon as this game is no longer fun, I'm out. Oh no, not the auto block. Hey. Anyway, I like fighting with White Tiger. She's fun. Nah, I know you keep it positive vibes, which I appreciate. Yeah, and the people who tend to gravitate usually are ones that appreciate that. So, you know, my audience is different. And I'm good with that. Because it helps feed me. Helps my mental health, too. I already told you, y'all guys are like my therapy. We will most likely talk about the state of the game with negative Nathan T. Smitty. Negative Nathan. But yeah, we always, it's not like it's a topic that we avoid, you know? I never avoid it. The AI, the drop inputs, shoot. I don't never avoid talking about that. I don't know, maybe I see games differently. To me, it's a game. Why are you getting that upset? Yeah, Pixie, if you get that upset over a game, then probably that game is not for you. That's my thing. That's not good for your mental health. I'm not gonna play a game that makes me get that upset. Now, I've played many games over my years, you know, and some games, yeah, I get heated, you know, about different things, especially if it's a bug that cost me, you know, a fight or something like that. But the change comes not in the game, but in me and how I treat it. You know, any of these games that you play with other people, anytime you interact with other people, the potential is there, right? But how you handle it is what makes the difference, you know? Do you put a class disadvantage for a reason? No. I like to just kind of flip it around a little bit. Most of the time, I'm not really paying attention. I just go and I like to swap them around sometimes, but if I see a particular, I guess, defender, opponent, I might have somebody on the team that I like fighting them with. Mr. Negativity, MCOC channel coming in. Negative vibes and ignore. Oh, are ignored. Well, I don't necessarily ignore them. I do address them sometimes and try to let the person know, you know, that's not the way to live. It's unhealthy. Yes, and a lot of negative vibes on some streams. I even been leaving the streams. Yeah, I won't stay. You know, I will go to the stream if it's somebody, because everybody may have a time where, you know, they're really, you know, going through something, you know, and they're really upset and they're just, you know, going off or something like that. And if I don't feel comfortable, I will leave and I may come back later. No problem. You know, if I go there and I'm seeing a lot of negativity, and it's consistent, every time I go there, it's negative, you know, all the time they're negative, then eventually I will just unsubscribe and leave them alone. And I don't feel the need to tell them that either. I don't leave no comment saying, oh my goodness, man, you're just so negative. I can't deal with this. I'm out of here. No, I just go. No need. Oh, there we go. I'm joking with above comment. Yeah, I know. T. Smitty, he being silly. I might retire soon, though. I might want an alternate income stream. But yeah, I remember back in the day, I used to be one of those that complained about everything, believe it or not. I complained to my friend so much. He actually commented, and all he said was, boy, you sure do complain a lot. And that let me know, okay, I think I might need a change. And during that time, my mental health and my emotional health was not good. I don't know how many times I had burned out, had a nervous breakdown. I don't know, but it wasn't good. So now you see me, learned, positive. Hey, I will watch and follow you up hypnosis. I know, right? We know how much you love Root. Yeah, that triggers me. Should I make a video talking about Root and what I feel about Kabam and their mindset and why I hate Root and why? Should I do that? What's that gonna do? Just so you know, I'm not one that likes to vent. I used to, but venting is not always helpful, especially to those that you're venting to. If you think about it, you don't want to hold in this poison or whatever, right? So you're letting it out. But who's receiving it? Is that fair to them? Storm Shadow, he will point blank tell you. He'd be like, "All right, are you venting? Okay," and he'll turn you right off. He won't leave. He'll just tune you out. And he'll ask you, he said, if you're venting, then you don't need me to actually listen or try to give you a solution or help. You're just venting. Okay. And he'll go, you know, you'll be listening and you know, when you're done, then y'all can have a conversation. We're very much alike. Should tell you that. Oh. By the way, Kitty Pryde is a really good, if you can use her well, is a very good option for Bullseye. As you just saw, I finished the fight with full health. But she needs to be awakened. Well, Shadow and I have had many discussions about me getting a bit too negative on stream even. Yeah, I mean, like I said, I don't shy away from the issues of the game. I just don't focus on them. That's all. I hate to see Pixie go, but I love to see her leave. You know, you and Pixie. I like, yeah, T Smitty. And think about how long I supported him. I would raid him, and he raided me. Okay, I didn't have any major issue with ILAT, but that negativity and all of that, and I warned him not to come here with it. Whatever his personal feelings and beliefs are about, you know, other people, we here to play a game and relax and enjoy, you know. This is not the place to air your grievances or any of that. This is a safe space, you know. And he left for a while, and I stayed subbed to him, by the way. I was subbed to him while he was gone and when he came back. But when he came back, he really was doubling down on some crazy negative, and I was just like, that's no longer fun. It's no longer enjoyable. And so I eventually unsubscribed. And I didn't make any big deal about it, tell him about it, you know, tell him about why I did it and all that good stuff. No. Let him make the content he wants to make, and gather the people that enjoy that. Annoyed today, got a long chore list. Oh, is it a oh wait, you're single. I was gonna say, is it a honey-do list? But you don't got the honey part. Seymour, you got chores. Yeah, sleeping quiet. I saw it. I saw the nodes, but the only thing I could tell you is to practice and play around it. There's not anything in particular about the nodes that you posted that require a specific counter. Isn't it good to vent if you need someone to talk to? As long as that person is okay with it, sure. That's why I say y'all are my therapy. Because I talk to y'all about stuff. But yeah, if the person is okay with it, then yeah, go for it. Who knows? I might try doing a stream one day. Not sure how well I could play on stream. I worried about that myself. And I wondered, boy, will I even be able to find stuff to talk about? I mean, what in the world could I possibly do? I was watching Brian Grant a lot, Rich the Man a lot, you know, all of these YouTubers. I'm like, man, I don't think I could do that. And here we are. Still running my mouth. 10 years later, still running my mouth. All right, anyway. It's good to vent, but also you don't vent to everyone, exactly. You know, if you have a, you have to have a relationship with the person, and no, because you can't vent to everybody. You know, some people you vent to them and it will bring them down. And you're actually doing harm to them. So you got to know who to vent to, you know? You don't want to hold stuff in, but you got to be careful too. Stuff I put off for months I consider a chore. Oh, okay. Like tossing out the old fridge. Oh, yeah. Oh, boy. No, that don't sound easy. We got an old little mini fridge outside in the backyard now that I had to first take out because it was one of those ones that went under the sink, you know, in there. And I had to get it out of there, you know, clear it out. I was scared. It was Stiletto's fridge. I let her have that fridge. And I didn't know what I was going to find in there because she didn't use it anymore. Woo! I said, all right, I'm going to open this up. And if you don't hear anything, call 911. But we managed to get that out the door so it could defrost and all that good stuff. And we have not brought it back. Ain't brought it back in. Not sure what we're gonna do to it, honestly, or whether we're gonna put something else there. Let's see. Being a grown-up sucks. Yeah, it does, doesn't it? I used to enjoy his streams, but then a bit much with the protest. Yeah, exactly. And like I said, I used to go there, you know, but it just got a bit too much. Yes, Epignosis. A lot of us could use that. You know, there's a stigma to getting therapy, you know? But if you get the proper therapy, you will be more well-adjusted. You know, people who actually go through therapy and all that, if they are cooperative, they are often, you know, well more balanced. You know? But a lot of people who need it don't get it. They just go through life, you know, winging it, basically. I completely get, like, even if it's my mate, I can, woo! I ask him, can I talk to you? Yeah, exactly. You know, what if you vent about your relationship and they're still trying to deal with their own, you know? Yeah. I won't go into some random MCLC streamers live and just start venting. Yeah, it's just, you know, sometimes it's easier to vent to somebody that you don't know. Ooh, the bubble shield. Now, you know how to fight Sentinel generally, right? Not try to, you know, get him at full analysis. Although if he's already at full analysis, you're just going to have to grind your way through it. What I meant by mate is friend. Yeah. Yeah, I know mate, Simon. I knew you meant friend. G'day, mate. Open the fridge and see a human handed. I ain't know what I was gonna find. It had, I kid you not, it had been years. She said, since she had used that fridge. So who knows what was in it. But it actually wasn't that bad. But woo! There we go. You do know Sleeping Quiet? Okay. So what is what's giving you the most trouble right now with that Sentinel? You know, I mean, is he already ramped up, full analysis, and you're just having a hard time getting him down, or because it can be a pain. Especially if you don't have a really great counter for him, but you can still get him down. He's not a roadblock, I don't believe. Red Magneto should work. I'm trying to remember. Did they do something to Sentinel where Red Magneto doesn't work? Is he no longer magnetic? Been a while since I fought that one. But yeah, I thought Red Magneto would be great for that. By the way, I hated Act 6. It's much reduced in difficulty now than it was when I did it, but I hated it. Not even the fact it might put the person down. Yeah, if you vent to the wrong person. And someone you don't trust, they could use it against you in an argument. That's true too. It's the Hale and Hardy node. What does that do again? Because Magneto should be able to shut it down if he's magnetized. Because I remember Act 6. Even now, I don't like Act 6. The good news is that when you get to Act 7, 8, and 9, you're going to have a much nicer time. Believe it or not. You just get through that Act 6, and 7 is much nicer. 8 is much nicer. And 9 so far is much nicer. Woo. But yeah, when my friend told me about that, I had to stop because I didn't think about that type of thing. You know, what effect it could be having on him. I didn't even think about it. And I vowed to mend my ways. And I did. Prayed about it. And it worked. I'm a different person. I can tell you that than I was back then. That old me, done. And he ain't coming back. Oh, that's right. She's immune to, oh, boy. Oh, wait, no, she's not immune to the ruptures. Act 6 is easy. Only hard part is 611. Act 6 used to be way more difficult. In fact, that champion boss was an actual roadblock. It was a skill check. You could not revive your way through that fight. You had to do it. There was no way around it. And a lot of people liked that, and a lot of people hated that. You had to have the skill to get past him. There's no other way around it. And I definitely did it when it was like that. But now, it's no longer a skill check. You can revive through it. They definitely reduced a lot of the pain in Act 6. But I still don't like it. I didn't like the nodes or anything like that. Just ugh. There we go. Because of Medusa, and then 646 because of Grandmaster. Yeah. What? You didn't like the Grandmaster fight? I still hate the Grandmaster. Oh my goodness, I still hate that Grandmaster. Exactly why I just chilled in Act... Oh, wow. You chilled in Act 2 until, like, 2021? And pushed when it got easier. Hey, that works. I ain't mad at it. If that's what it takes to maintain your mental health, do it. Woo! I'm actually learning to like Kindred on attack. He's actually pretty cool. See him healing? Kindred's actually pretty cool on attack. That's why I won't do Necro because of the trauma it caused me in 646. I gotta learn to fight this guy a little bit better. There we go. I was only like 7 when the game came out. I didn't really like it. I had a profile from the start, which my dad managed. So when I came back fully, I was so happy when I done Act 3 and 4. And now I'm Thronebreaker. There you go, man. Even hearing you say Grandmaster brings on some PTSD for me. I'm telling you, man, I still don't like him. Still don't. And even though I got better at it, I still don't like that fight. And then I had to go into the Necropolis, and they added something to it. And I hate that fight. Even though I got better at that one too. And I will eventually go back in there. Because you get that Maestro. So I will, I mean, I already got Maestro, but you know, that'll be a way to dupe him. I don't want to use a awakening gem on him. But yeah. Necropolis can wait. I got what, 3 paths to go in there. And look how long it's been out. I ain't in no hurry. I know I'll sometimes tell folks, you know, they'll be like trying to do this content and they don't have, you know, some of the good champions for it. Woohoo! And I'll tell them it's permanent content. Nobody said you have to, rush and do it, you know? Oh, that was interesting. See, like there, I tried to do a heavy, and it didn't even do anything. See, like, that's what I was trying to do earlier when I got hit. But, all right. I have rank 3 Dupe Medusa, rank 2 DPX, and rank 2 Dupe Dazzler. Woo! At Thronebreaker. Yeah, that's a good one, man. Hale and Hardy, whenever the attacker gains a bar power, the defender gains a regeneration. Oh. 6% of their max. Over 8 is removed early if knocked down by a heavy. Well, that's what you got to do. You have to play around that. You know, as soon as you get a bar of power, parry, heavy. Permanent content over 10 years, and I still haven't done it. Yep, see? Ain't no need. If the content's not fun, I still haven't done the Abyss. I ain't even go in there. People tried to, you know, call me out, telling me, oh, you just scared of it, huh? You just want to stick to doing easy content like the arena and things like that. I mean, they tried everything they could to get me in that Abyss. And at first, I had planned to do the Abyss until I got a look and saw what it was like and was like, ew. I was like, that looks boring as hell. That don't look fun. So I didn't do it. Necropolis came out. I was like, uh-huh. And they were like, oh, you get extra rewards if you do, you know, complete it early. I went, oh, bet. And I jumped right in. Gotta give me an incentive. Because, that Abyss looked ugly, nasty, boring. I remember Seaton did one path, and it took him the same amount of time for one path in the Abyss as it took me to fully explore Labyrinth of Legends. I actually watched Seaton, fell asleep, woke up, he was still doing it. I was like, nope. No, sir. Don't want to do that. That don't look fun. I never did Necro or Epoch, and I know that can grow my channel doing that, but it's too hard of a content for me, and that's fine. No need. Maybe go back and do it later, you know, get better counters or something like that. I mean, I did that one path because I got the extra rewards, and then I didn't go back in there until the Karina challenges. And the Deathless and all that. Then I went back in. Samir, what's up, man? Yeah, I have not, epignosis. I have not ever, check it out. See the abyss? 0%. 0. No, sir. It's the only content that I can say that on. See, Gauntlet, the Grandmaster's Gauntlet, the Ordeal, 100%. And the Gauntlet I've done. See? You just don't see the 100% because of the alternate path that doesn't give you any rewards. So I could go through this again and then get to the end, and instead of using the key to go get all of these, I would just go to the other alt, which I'm not interested in doing that. But yeah, see? Shooting Stars, Epoch of Pain, Deathless Mausoleum, the Eternity of Pain, 100% for acceptance, but the Grief Incarnate wasn't interested in. And all that is to go through it just like the Gauntlet, the Ordeal. That's what the Grief Incarnate was. And you didn't get really anything extra. It was just to get that 100% over there. Necropolis, 69%. Yes, 69. Okay, anyway. And then, of course, 100% all of those. The Crucible. You guys saw me do that on stream. I might go through the normal one of these days. Let me see. Is there anything? Hey. You know, I might do that when I need to get some more revives. You know, next big content, I might jump in here and get those. Because I didn't do the normal one. What's the Crucible? It actually was really fun. This is the Crucible. Basically, you had to swap out a champion each time. Okay? So, for example, you come in here and you see the choice nodes, select a new attacker. You had to do that every time. You could not use one attacker for everything. So you had to plan this out, who you were going to fight with who. You could use, you know, different rarities of the same. So you could go in there with a 6-star and a 7-star version. But once you used a champion, you couldn't use them again. So you'd fight MODOK, for example, with somebody. Then you would hit this node, and then you would switch out and choose somebody else to fight Magneto. Then you would switch out, choose somebody else to do Mole Man. It was actually really, really fun. Okay? I did it live. It was fun. All right? But you can see all of this. And I even had a spreadsheet that someone had made, and we planned out every fight, who was going to take what fight and everything. Because you don't want to just jump in here because you could get a roadblock. Now, I messed up because I didn't know something. Let me see. Where is it? There was a void fight. Oh yeah, I remember those guys. See these guys? Night Carnage, All of them. Yep, yep, yep. Yeah, here he is. So I decided to go in, and I was using the recoil masteries, right? And I went in with Chilith against Void, thinking that, like Baron Zemo, she would shrug off the bleed and the poison that come from the Liquid Courage and Double Edge. She doesn't. She'll shrug off ones that come after. So what ended up happening is I just got wrecked. And I couldn't swap out another. See, once you switch over, you're stuck with that champion. So I had to turn those off for this fight. So if you go into a fight and it's the wrong counter, you either have to restart the whole thing or struggle through. But planning that out, it was actually enjoyable. Sam, welcome back. Welcome back. You think Abyss would be easier with 7-star rank 4? Yeah. Absolutely. I might have fun one day and go into the Abyss with an overpowered team like the Deathless team. Because my main thing about it was that it was just too dang long. It looked long and boring. The tape on the screen did not work. I managed to get another 50. Oh, you said you're going to use tape to help you ignore your battle chips. I can't help you with that. I need to take someone to rank 3 before T4A expires. Ooh. Elsa, Storm Pyramid X, or Domino. For me, it would be between Elsa and Domino. And yeah, Domino, even unawakened, I took to rank 3. And I also took Elsa to rank 3. Oh, over with. Oh, oh, oh. The collector stole my units like I owe him my taxes back in the day. Yeah. I remember the collector. I think Dormammu was, at that time, the closest solo, almost solo. The guy just messed up with Dormammu, or else he could have got a solo. And at that time, nobody soloed the collector. But Dormammu, he made just one mistake. Otherwise, it would have been a solo. My first fight against the collector was with a rank 4 Daredevil. OG Daredevil. Rank 4. 4-star. And I don't remember how many revives I used, but it was a lot. And then I said, you know what? Me and you, we're going to see each other again when I have a proper counter for you. And then I got Hulk. And that's Hulk before he was reworked. I took my 4-star Hulk all the way up to rank 5. Went back in there. And taught him a little something, something. I think I'll take Elsa first. She's a good one, especially if you run the Ouchie Masteries. Especially then. 4-star Luke Cage was my MVP. still do not have a loot cage. Now, see right here, the reason that I switched it out is because I know Void, and I know I'm running the Ouchie Masteries, and I know Baron Zemo will shrug them off. Otherwise, I'm just going to degen, and I would have to race and try to get him down before the degen took me out. Ooh, OG 4-star Daredevil, awakened or not awakened? He was awakened. And I believe Max Sig. But with Hulk, it was just pure damage to reduce the number of revives. That's all it was. But you took Domino up? Cool, cool. There you go. My full team for Collector was 5-star, Cap, Infinity War, rank 3, rank 5. I think at that time, I may have had 1 5-star, I think. I don't remember. Domino looking scary now. Even unawakened, she's nasty. I'll tell you that right now. You see a Domino on defense and think, oh, she's unawakened, so she's not that bad. You can get wrecked. She'll still wreck you. When I went through the Collector, there were no 5-star champs. Yeah, I can't remember if I had a 5-star then or not. No, but this was 2021, not 2019. Okay, well, there you go. Ooh, somebody messing with me in the Coliseum, eh? Do 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 do. Hey. Come on. Woo. Oh. You want to evade, huh? Good night. All right, let's take a little trip. See who was messing with me in the Coliseum. By the way, I maxed out the Dawn. If y'all don't know, the Dawn is one champion you can only get by spending, and you can only max out by spending. But he is wicked good. All right, so y'all did that to me, eh? So let's see. Ooh, I lost. No. Let's try this one. Yeah, that's the Dawn right there. In the middle. Let me see. Do I want to... I could... Let me put my Dawn in there and see what happens. Nope. All right, let's try this one. Nope. Let's try you. No. See, when this happens, by the way, the RNG is terrible. Sometimes you just go, you know what? Let's just go back, do it again, and maybe this one will be better. Let's try this. Let's try... Because I know what's happening. He's attacking this guy here. I mean, I could just hit him up with the same team like this. and leave it up completely to RNG. See? Same team. Same exact team. Now I won. Just RNG. And you don't have any control over the fight. See, like this guy here, I can field the same team that he got, and it'll just be RNG. Same exact team. Bam. And then if I want, I can change out mine, but I'm going to leave my defense there. And the thing is, those fights right there don't matter until... How did I summon Ghost Dog? Ghost Dog! Where you been, man? I didn't think Ghost Dog was nowhere around. I thought, oh, I could just go over here. Ghost Dog ain't around. He ain't been around. He don't watch me no more. Oh, man. Okay. Units, ISO, units in general. Never 100% at 5.2. May as well. Go do it. I got all the story content done. Yeah, if I knew if I laid low, he would do some clickbait. You ain't kidding. I sure enough was like, yeah, Ghost Dog ain't around. I was like, Ghost Dog don't watch no more. He over there doing his own thing. Chilling, relaxing. I am okay to 100% Act 6, except 646. Doom was killed off easily. My Vox died with degeneration, and Hulk died from SP2 from the collector. Yeah. Yep. Stop. Drop. I got the volume up, but I'm working in the kitchen. Drop the fridge door on my head. Oh! Ouch. That ain't no joke. Don't do that. And you're working there alone, too? And there'd be nothing we could do. If we even knew. I thought Ghost Dog wasn't allowed to call out clickbait. Yeah! That's right. He sure enough clickbaited us with that stream, making us think he was coming back to the game. I remember. Huh. I hit the alarm. Ghost Dog is always here. I still watch, just not as long as I'm used to. I'm always in the shadows. Okay, all right, fair enough, fair enough. One day I actually might come back. I doubt it, though. Yeah, we're hoping that maybe one day a strong revolution over at Kabam will come and they'll focus on getting a lot of this stuff fixed. We're hearing that they are going to address the AI in a patch, that they are working on some of the input issues and stuff like that, so we'll see. But you know me. I'll believe it when I see it. So we'll see what happens. We will see what happens. Hopefully the game will be in a much better place when you decide, you know, you want to come back. Because right now, same old, same old. How you gonna dash Pixie's dreams, Ghost Dog? Don't be mean. Don't be cruel. 'Cause I would never be that cruel to you. No, oh, no. Don't be cruel. Ghost Dog, you need to change your attitude. We used to hang out tough, just kicking around. We discovered a love that could never be found. Oh, wait, that had never been found. I gave you my heart. Wait, you gave me your heart, I gave you my mind. Or I gave you my heart, you gave me your mind. But a true love affair we could never find. Although I want you bad, I can let you go. Because there's a lot of girls out there that won't say no. Been a while. They've been talking about fixing this game for several years. Exactly. And it's gotten worse over the past 4 to 5 years. True that. Which is why I say, we'll see. They made a big giant post just recently about what they're going to be doing, battlegrounds, and an AI patch, and we'll see. We will see. Like I said, I'll believe it when I see it. Half the week. Nobody got time for all of that. Woo, that 1% is the hardest to hit. Sadly, it took 4 Loki players threatening boycott for Kabam to finally at least say something. Well, now that I will agree with. You know, the boycotts will evoke responses, but as far as actions go, we'll see. That's all I'm gonna say. It hasn't helped before, so, you know, like for example, even before this new boycott, they were talking about fixing stuff, right? So if they go ahead and implement the fixes, is it because of the boycott? When they may have been working on these things for months? But the boycott will say, hey, we did it. Look at that. They jumped right on it. But they don't know that they've been working on it behind the scenes for a while. You know? But it is what it is. Let them do what they got to do. Y'all know the difference between a protest and a boycott, right? Because what they do is mostly protests, not really boycotts. Yep. There we go. It will tell us what helped them fix it, depending on how fast things get fixed. Actions speak louder than words. Tell me about it. Here's something for you guys. Love is an action word. That's it. Percolate it. Love is an action word. Yes, explore Act 7 and 8. Both are easy. Yeah, they are. Compared to that dang Act 6. Whew. Boy, I hate Act 6. Back to work. All right, Epignosis, take care. I'm boycotting this game until Ghost Dog comes back. Woo! There you go. See that, Ghost Dog? Woo! All right. You need to teach Abdo how to carry a tune, or it's just a white guy thing that they can't sing. No, white guys can sing. Just not all of them. Just like not all the black folk can sing. But Ghost Dog has a nice voice. I heard it. I heard it. Ghost Dog can sing. Yep, there we go. But I also saw, you know, mentioning for Loki. Did you see the result, the response to the Nightmare raids? They're like, hey, we're doing it. We're having no problem. Everybody complaining about it. And they're like, hey, we did it. Nothing to see here. You know? One of the top alliances with the highly skilled people. And they're like, yeah. This content looks just fine. I think also they were using Purgatory too. Which may not continue. Tell you that. I see just not enough to get me back. We'll keep working on it. Actually, I wouldn't want you to come back yet, Ghost Dog. I want you to come back when this game is in a much better state, so that you can enjoy yourself again while you're playing. When they address these major issues. Right now, the two major issues is the AI and the input issues. If they can address those two things well, then I might start saying, hey, Ghost Dog, what you doing? Think you might want to come on back? But until then, nah. Actions speak louder. That's why I am fully boycotting. Kabam doesn't get a cent from me in about 6 to 7 years. Yeah, unfortunately, you would need a lot of people to do that before it would have the desired effect. I mean, think about it. You go to a store and you say, you know what? Because you guys wouldn't give me this refund when you should have, I'm just not gonna spend any money in your store no more. Now, when you have a bunch of people doing it and it starts spreading around, that's when you start seeing store owners go, hey, we gave him back and we gave him an extra. That's what happens. So it has to be a nice group of people to affect their money. That's when they pay attention. Because as long as it has to be not profitable to continue as they are. As long as it's profitable, they have very low incentive. Whoop, whoop. You know? And keep in mind that the people at the lower levels those are the ones that you know are fully engaged in the game. They love the game. They're very passionate about the game. You know, we say kabam, but really we're talking about corporate. You know, the decisions come down from the top. You can't just go fix, like, if one of the developers says, you know what, people are complaining about this AI. Let's get in there and fix it. They can't do that. They're getting paid. Their time is not their own. They can't just decide to work on this. They would get fired. The input issues, they are aware of them. Don't think they're not. But they can't. All they can do is go back to the powers that make the decision and say, look, you know, this is affecting people's enjoyment of the game. And they'll say, but what's our profit margin looking like? Still looking good? All right. It's just the reality. The debacle of these past raids almost confirms even more I will not return. Yeah, these nightmare raids is ridiculous. We got it done though. Teku Jr., what's up, man? How goes it? Hope you're having a blessed day. I am. I am enjoying myself. Woo. Woo. There we go. Pixie, the game has been in bad shape. Yeah, it's been in bad shape for a long time. I can kind of remember when it got really bad, and then it just never got better. Especially the input. I remember when they were talking about the input refactor, you know, and it was an option to turn it on or off, right? And I even identified an issue I was having with their input system. I told them about it. It wasn't something that I could exactly show because it was more like something that wasn't happening. And I'm like, you guys are just gonna have to trust me that I know what I'm talking about and this is what is happening here, right? You know, like they would, I would swipe back, and usually it was with a heavy. If I was too close to them, I swipe back and it would just not register the swipe. It was like I didn't swipe at all, right? Just dropped it. And I would get hit. And I'm like, I swiped. I know I swiped, you know? And that was under their new input system, right? So I turned it off and told them, you have to fix that before I'll turn this on. So then there was one that they said, okay, we think we got it. Can you try it again? So I turned it back on and was doing arena, and very quickly I saw that it was still doing that. So I turned it right back off and said, nope. And so I kept it off. Okay? Kept it off for a while. And then that started happening one day. And I'm like, whoa, whoa, whoa. I said, what's going on? This doesn't usually happen, you know, except on that new system. Come to find out, they had taken it out of beta, no more option, and we were on the new system, and I didn't even know, but was still experiencing that issue. I did that live, in fact. Discovered it live. Went over to the other one and was like, oh, they changed it. Now, since then, with the 60 frames per second and all that, I haven't had that happen. So, but I have had my inputs drop on me. I've gone for a heavy attack and just stood there. I've swiped backwards and just stood there. That's usually how it goes, because when it drops it, there's nothing as far as the game is concerned that you've done other than let up your finger. So if you were blocking, now you're not. If you were dashing back, now you're not. But one thing you're not doing is blocking. All right, Pixie Belle. Take care. Mike, let us know you're still here. That you didn't drop it on your head and are unconscious. Now see that parry that I tried to do just now? And I'm just getting hit? Very annoying. That's why I wish the admin people had to wear shock collars at any time the AI messes up or the inputs drop, they get buzzed. Yeah, they changed their tune real quick. And I would add anytime I get rooted, because I want root out of the game completely. Don't put it in no nodes. Don't put it in people's kits. Leave it alone. Whoever came up with the idea of root. No. Have them investigated. You like taking control away from people? Have them investigated. I ain't even kidding. No, sir. Yeah, I feel real strongly about root. Let's make it really challenging. Let's add root and unblockable specials. They thought they had learned how to evade specials. Let's see if they can do it with their feet tied to the ground. No bueno. But anyway. Oh. So, y'all remember the girl Alila or Alayla? Everett. She hit that other girl upside the head with the baton, all that. Somebody nicknamed her Batanya Harding. I fell out. I fell out. Oh my goodness. Batanya Harding. That was messed up. But so appropriate. And I've been watching, you know, different reactors and everything. And it's amazing that they're trying to tell you what you saw. I mean, you look at it clear as day. And they're like, no, what you saw is not what you saw. And then gonna give you a different account of what happened. Like you couldn't see it. That to me is crazy. That shows me that she got some mental issues for real. How you gonna do that? And I wonder about her parents. How you gonna look at that video and say that? What? I mean, really? Girl reared back over her head, back past her shoulder, and clocked that girl upside the head and said it was an accident. I wouldn't want to date her. And I feel sorry for whoever does. If she don't get the help she needs, I feel real sorry for whoever dates her. Because that's a problem. Not even waiting to happen. It's just waiting to develop into a worse problem. And from what I've seen so far, her parents are nurturing. Not good. They are raising a sociopath. The sky is red. I know you think it's blue, but it's red. Basically, how they were treating this. Yeah. And here's the thing. Look at how many people are signing on with her that are on her side. She don't have good adults surrounding her. Everyone at that rally should be ashamed of themselves. And that NAACP president down there should be ashamed of himself. That is ridiculous. Oh my goodness. When I saw that, I said no. I said no, they didn't do that. They didn't hold a rally for her. No, the NAACP did not step into this. No. None of that happened, right? And then I watched and saw it. And I said, you know what? This is a generation. This is a generation that we're dealing with. I mean, wow. Really? With parents that are doing that, how you gonna blame her? You know, how you gonna blame her when you're seeing what her parents are doing? Now, I'm gonna tell you, my grandmama, she would have had my back. But I would have gotten whooped when I got home. Like, don't be telling me nothing like that. Especially when they seen it. And the mother already said that no matter what, she's gonna back her daughter. So we already know. And see, to me, that's unhealthy. But you see it all the time. Watch some of the court cases. Watch when a child does something that gets them sent away for life. Look at the parents. Some of them are enablers, and they're looking there feeling guilty because they know what they did or didn't do. It's funny, my youngest son's house is 2 blocks from the high school where she goes. Oh, wow. What up, Daddy Rich? She clearly hit that girl, and for people to say otherwise is basically setting up bad adult skills later. They're raising a sociopath. That is how sociopaths are made. Now, here's the thing. She doesn't deny that she hit her. She's saying that it was an accident. So she hit her, but she didn't mean to. And anybody watching that video, I ain't heard nobody yet say, okay, yeah, I can see. No. Not watching that video. Now, I had one of the guys, a former track runner, he broke it down in a way that I hadn't seen some others do. Because he was familiar with this. He broke it down and showed where Alayla, she was running on the inside track, right? He showed how she was trying to box out the other girl. I forgot what her name is. But she went from inside of her own track, her own lane, to the far outside to try to get her to stop. You know how they were saying, well, she was running too close to Alayla. No, Alayla actually moved closer to her. Alayla was running on the outside of her lane, while the other girl was coming around and finally started passing her. She got frustrated and whacked her. And we could see it. You know, it wasn't even like, you know, we have to rely on her account, you know? Like I said, all those people are current or former Kabam employees. It's all our millions of perceptive. I know. She actually was talking about you just looking at one angle. I watched it from all kind of different angles. Sorry. In fact, the angle that you originally saw wasn't even the best angle. You see, there was an angle from behind, and you can clearly see what was going on from like her point of view. You see her turn her head facing the other girl. Call back. Aim at her. Yeah. She can go sell that to somebody, but man, my perception is she had a pretty good follow through. I know, right? The local news in this area of Virginia is covering it to nauseum. I'll bet. It's sad that people know the perp's name, but you don't see the victim's name. I know. I'm bad with names, but that's because the victim isn't really doing much, and they're not covering that. She's done what? Maybe 2 or 3 interviews? But this girl, with her crying and there was one that pointed out how she could not help but laugh. In the interview, that same interview where she was supposed to cry and everything, she couldn't help but laugh. As she was recounting what was happening, she actually laughed. And see, here's the thing. They don't always show the full interview. They only show the part where she's crying. She actually laughed. And this one girl, I forget, she's a psychologist or whatever. And she called it something. I don't remember what it is. But as she's reliving it, she couldn't help but let out a laugh. Even when she was up there at the rally, you could see her cover her mouth as she held in a laugh and then actually apologized. I'm sorry. Sociopath is what they are doing. And when you see her later and she's in court for some altercation or something like that, don't be surprised if she's not held accountable and she don't get help. If she never admits to what she did, I won't be surprised. I'll tell you that. She's 18 now, right? So I think she was 17 when it happened. I wouldn't want to do interviews for a chance of them victim blaming her. They already have victim blamed her. They said she was running too close to her. So that's her fault for running too close. That's why she got hit upside the head like that. Because she was running too close. That's what they said in their interview. And that's not Alayla who was doing that. Them shady adults that she has around her. I honestly feel sorry for her because if she does not get help, she does not have a good future. Sociopath is what they did, not still doing it. Not still doing it. Well, they are developing because, you know, sociopaths are created. So what you're saying is she is a sociopath now and they're nurturing it. I can see that. I could definitely see that. Fortunately, what's up, Eggy? Fortunately, sociopaths can be helped, but they have to want to. But they can be helped. But man, yo, have you heard about SPYTYR? Why does that sound familiar? Is that a game? I don't know why that sounds familiar. Maybe I was thinking of Spyro. Let me see if I can... See, she's supposed to be really good for Nick Fury, right? But yet... Look, full health again. And by the time you can get it up. See, this is why I don't really like her for Nick Fury. I've done it once. And stopped his second life with her. But yeah, Oh, he's a new creator. Okay, he's got 500 subs. If you have a... tell him to come on, maybe tag me, come over to my Discord and post a link. See if, you know, I'll check him out. That's how I usually find folk. I'll see them in there and I'll, you know, maybe go over there and check them out. Caveman, ooh, what up, man? It's super late, stupid meetings. I feel you. Although I have had meetings that weren't so bad, but yeah, usually the meetings were, yeah. But I remember our Friday meetings at one place I worked. Those Friday meetings were awesome. Brainstorming, just talking about different issues that we had during the week in our programming and seeing about, you know, if anybody had some good solutions for it. It was fun. It was very relaxed. And really enjoyed those meetings. No one programmed on Friday. That was the day that the testing team and the oh, I forgot what they were called. But they would try to create a build. And they would try to compile the build. If the build didn't even compile, it was because of someone's code. So then they would, you know, track that down, come into the meeting, and call somebody out to come and, you know, do whatever. And there was no shade or anything because when you have a lot of people working on the same code base, that happens. Code becomes out of date, you know. And you tested it on your version of the code, and you may not have had the other person's version of the code, and they may have made a change to something that, you know, you depended on that you could never know. But they would go ahead and do that, and if it built completely, then the testing team would get in there. And if the testing team found something, once again, they would come on in there, call you out, and be like, come over here. We got a problem. All right, T. Smitty, take care, man. Time to finish up some honeydews. Okay, and prep for bowling tonight. All right, cool. Sleeping Giant. I need to. Did I ever? I guess I didn't make a command for YouTube. I need to do that. Hold on. Let me see if I can do that real quick. Let me go to Streamlabs. But it's the same name on Twitch. It's on YouTube as well. Let me see. Log in with Twitch. Okay, dashboard, CloudBot, commands. Yeah, I do not have a YouTube. Let's see. YouTube. And let me okay, here we go. And let me put that in there. Okay, try it again, Sleeping Quiet. See if I got it working. See if there's a YouTube command now. Arsenal Tengu, what up, man? Oh, you're Sleeping Quiet. Okay. I was gonna say. Let's see, is it working? I did set it up. And it's set to everybody. Do I need to turn it off and back on again? Everyone has permission to use it too. Here, I'm gonna turn it off and turn it back on. Because it might be that it's not active. Okay. There it is. I just had to turn it off and back on again. I was going to say, I know I set it up. All right. Jason at Jabari Gaming, what's up? How you doing, man? Jay Will in the building. How goes it, man? There you go. I'm doing good. In fact, I might go walking today because I think the weather is really nice out there. And I just found out, I don't know what happened with the portal, the patient portal, but I remember her mentioning that I should come back for a follow-up on the 31st, right? And I mentioned it, but then when I went into the portal, I didn't see, I saw my other appointments, but not that one, right? So I was like, no, I don't have one. But then I just got a reminder on the 31st at 1:35. I go in for a follow-up. And I was like, oh, okay, guess I do. Discord, there's a command. Yeah, see the ranking going down? It's because we're closing in on the time where you get your reward. So people will be active right now. Once the time goes over, you have another 3 hours. But that's all right. Come on. Yep. Mm-hmm. Once them neurotoxins on you, over with. But yeah, Eggy, if you do Discord, you'll get the link. It should also be in the description as well. But yeah, the weather has been really nice lately, so I've been walking again, which I had stopped doing around COVID time. COVID, I was like, stay my butt in my house. All right, we got 4 mil. So that is gonna do it, guys. Let me see who's streaming. We can do a little raid. Hey, KT1, Max. Who y'all want to raid? KT1 or Max? Nope, no more clickbait. We done. Who we doing? Who we doing? KT1? All right. Hit him up. Sorry, it turned over to 3, and one of these guys was messing around. We hitting up KT1. Hashtag out of the shadows. All right. You guys, I'll see you over there, but I'll be putting on some shoes and stuff so I can go walking. So take care. And you all have a blessed day.